What I am working on at the moment is I'll turn this light pad off for a sec. It's a little 30 by 30 round, full round drill. Very cute. It's got 19 colours and I am up to colour 9. So I am working from colour number 1 down to 19. And number 1 actually says number 1. So if you can see it, that's the codes. Yeah. So thinking about 2023. 2023, a lot is going to happen. A lot's going to happen for me. I am hoping of moving, relationship breakdown, and my youngest son's coming with me. He's only 16, nearly 17, and so there'll be the two of us. A lot of lifestyle changes coming up. I'll just turn this on because I do like to have a light pad while I'm done painting. So what I'm going to be doing may change depending on how circumstances change. Let me see. So I have shown my books to complete. I only chose 5 of them, 5 that I thought I could complete without any difficulty. I have been looking online at cats rescue centres, and I really, really, really want another fur baby, but not until after I move. I still miss Chipper, my baby girl Chipper. If you don't know, my pussycat, I took her in to get her teeth cleaned and she can come home, and that was really hard because it was so unexpected. Now I do want another fur baby, but not until after I'm settled in to wherever I'm going to go next. I'm hoping for a unit, so there's no, I'm sorry if my hand's in the way, I'm just holding onto the tray, I should pull it back a bit. I am hoping for a unit, so there is no lawns, no garden. I'm not a gardening person. I would rather sit down and do my craft work. Hoping all this after I move will make me my mental health more stable, and so I would like to do a lot more videos and talk to you guys a lot more. I'm diamond painting at the moment because diamond painting I can do when I'm not so relaxed. To cross stitch, I need to be relaxed. Hang on a sec. I'm doing a video. I'm recording. It's okay. Just letting the boys know I'm recording, so if they come out, you'll be able to hear what they're saying. But yeah. So to cross stitch, I need to be more relaxed. So, and I don't need to be quite so relaxed when to diamond paint. So this is my 3rd diamond painting. I actually haven't had a look at the date. Okay, so it's the 5th. This is the 3rd one I've started on. So I've done 2 already, and I've coloured into pages in the Hummingbird book, but I'm really into the diamond painting at the moment. It's something I can get into when I'm more stressed out. What else? I'm taking a bit of a break from my son's driving lessons. That's going to happen 3 days a week, which is fine. Thinking about the rest of the year, in May there is Stitch Mania. So that is basically your own way of focusing on stitching during the month of May. Now it's Maynia, as in for mania. So I was thinking maybe in May I might try and focus more on cross stitching than the other crafts, because I do quite a lot of crafts, and I do at times tend to get focused on one in particular, which I don't mind. This month it'll probably be diamond painting. It's been a bit warm to knit or crochet because it is summer here, even though it's quite overcast. It gets quite muggy. So this month I think is a good month for diamond painting. In May I would like to do Stitch Mania, and I'll probably do that by getting some of my widths done. With cross stitch I have been very much starting things and not finishing them. I start them, put them away, forget about them. So I thought I would use Stitch Mania as a way to finish off some of the cross stitches that I have started. So, and they are all over the place. I don't know where they all are. I am horribly disorganized. Disorganized is probably my middle name. Oh, there's a 3 that I missed. Yeah, when I started from the first colour, I'm working my way through them, and what's that one? That's number 8. I just pour it into a tray, and then when I finish with that colour, I just tape it up. So I've just come across the number 3 that I missed, which I miss things all the time. So I'll just get one out, and as I find it, I just open it up, close it again, and do that one that I saw. Now I've just got to find it again. It takes me a moment. And if I can't find it, I'll just sit to the side. Hang on, there it is. I found it. Hey. So I'm hoping in May it'd be nice if I've managed to move by then. There is a rental crisis, so I may be playing hopeful. I'll see what happens, but I'm hoping I will be relaxed enough to be able to stitch for the month of May. I'm drinking my Pepsi Max diet drinks, seeing that I'm diabetic. I drink mostly water, 90% water. But if I drink anything else, it's usually diet drinks. I apologise to vegetarians, but I'm very much a carnivore. I love my meat. We had steak and bacon for tea tonight. Awesome. But yeah, that's where my thought processes are going at the moment. I am refusing to buy more yarn. I am going to officially say it now. I would like to do a yarn no buy, but saying that, you can think, oh, here she goes. That's fine. I don't know. There is a lovely family I would like to make some blankets for. They're a big family. There's 7 people in the household, plus they've got extended family. So I would like to make them some blankets. I finished the purple one for my son's support worker, so that will go to her when we've got the appointment. Excuse me, bubbles. But I would like to make them some blankets. Now, the mum, by what I've been told, likes pink and purple. So I need to do a pink and purple blanket. My son's best friend, he says his is red and blue. So I will need to do red and blue. I'm sure I've got enough blue shades, but I don't know if I've got enough red yarn. So if I don't, I would buy some red yarn just so I can make a blanket for him. Then he's got various siblings at home and nieces and nephews and stuff. So I've got lots of plans for the yarn at the moment. I've been giving them away to family and friends, and they're getting a little overloaded with blankets, and I've been giving them to neighbours. So I'm going to start making ones and give them to my son's best friend's family, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's the plans at the moment. There is a lot of things that I want to do craft-wise in 2023. My eldest son's going to go live with his father. My youngest son's coming with me, but we're getting him independent so we can get him on financially independent, get his driver's license, all that sort of thing. So his independence will be happening in 2023. And then still mum's appointments and her health issues, but there are support workers that can take her to a certain extent. So lots happening this year, which I am really looking forward to. I do deal with things by getting anxious, but I am remembering the end goals. So yeah, I just wanted to fill you in because you are important, and I do want to keep you in touch of what's going on and what's happening. I do want to do videos more often. I do want, and a lot, how often I do the videos does depend on the status of my mental health. And I know I'm not alone. I know there's a lot of other people out there who do the same thing. I know I'm very lucky because I'm not in a war zone. I don't have COVID. I must be one of the few people out there who have not had COVID. If you haven't had COVID, let me know. Seems other people in my family have had it. There's 4 of us in our household at the moment. Oh, there's number 8. I missed one of those. 2 of them there. So all 4 of us in our household, none of us have had COVID yet. And I can't imagine all of us being asymptomatic. So I think maybe we've just been very lucky, but we are homebodies, so that has to help. Come on, flip over for me. That's it. Okay, there's one there. There's one there. I think I saw a number 5 there somewhere too. Could be another one I missed. Looking. So I'm going to count myself as lucky because I've got a roof over my head. I know me and my family are eating tomorrow. We're warm and we're comfortable. So I'm not going to complain, but I will tell you a story. This might video end up being longer than I was expecting. There's the 5. I knew there was this one there somewhere. If I stop for a minute, I'm looking for a colour. So seeing though I know it's there, I might as well get it out now. But my son, we went driving and there's an island nearby where you can walk up. It's a bit of a hill, but it's good exercise. So we thought we'd walk up there. And we went to the car park. It's over at the jetty. And we saw a lot of people hanging around looking over the rock wall. And we thought, hang on, what's going on here? This is interesting. I mean, natural human curiosity. So I thought we'll go and have a look. And there was fire brigade. There was a couple of police cars plus an undercover police car. And so it was pretty serious. And so we went to have a sticker beat, looked around, and it turns out there was a possible sighting of a surfer going over. Now, here in Australia, our waters are quite dangerous at times. We have flags on the beach where there are surf lifesavers, and the idea is you are meant to swim between the flags, because that's where there are no rips. Now, a rip is a very strong tide that will sweep something people and objects out to sea really, really fast. And you cannot go against a rip. If you're stuck in a rip, you can swim sideways to try and get out of it, but you cannot swim against the rip, it's too strong. So people from overseas quite often get taken out by these rips because they don't know about them, and they end up drowning, which nobody wants anybody to drown. So that's why people are supposed to go to beaches that have the flags where the surf lifesavers are, because they have identified the safe areas to swim where there are no rips. So this surfer was out on his own. I don't know anything about him. Nobody really does. But it was 7 o'clock at night. Still pretty light because it is summer here. And it tends to stay daylight. Still stays pretty light until probably, I don't know, 8:30 at night. And they had, people had drones out looking, and there was skidoos out going through the water trying to find out if this person was out there, because some reports said that the surfer had gone to shore. They identified that the surfboard had been swept by a rip out to sea, but there was no sign of what happened to the surfer. So they were basically looking and searching to see if there was a body out there. So we hung around until it just got too dark. Nobody saw anything. So I think they were going to try to get the message out on whether anybody could identify the person, because I think they had a description of board and clothing to see whether that they did actually have a missing person or whether the person had made it out, if this makes sense to you. So we thought, okay, it was, I don't know, 8:30 by this time, I think, because that's about when it gets dark. Missed another one. And we decided we'd go to McDonald's. Now, like everywhere, people call off sick because of COVID. And with this McDonald's, the drive-through was really, really chocker. It was lined up. So in my non-wisdom, decided, right, yeah, we might go in and order instead. So I went in and put in an order, and I was just watching people because I do like watching people. They're interesting. And people were getting a bit impatient. So I thought I went to go up to the lady and ask her how the order was going, saying, you know, all I wanted was some drinks because we'd been waiting a little while. And people had been waiting an hour. And so while I was waiting, a big man came up. I mean, not as in big weight-wise, but I suppose he would be, but very tall, over 6 foot, very big bones, solid. So he's a big, solid man. And he started swearing at the young lady and saying, you know, talking about how long he'd been waiting and F this, excuse me, but I don't use the languages. And he got really impatient. And this girl started crying. There wasn't much to her. She was only a little girl. And me and another lady said, hang on, she's crying, you know, give her a break. She's trying to point out that a lot of people had called in sick. Now, I don't know if this is COVID or if something else, but she said a lot of people had called in sick. They were understaffed, and I could see that they were run off their feet. They were running around in there sort of trying to get the job work done. So, yeah. I found that very unsettling, that people were so impatient, that everybody is so wrapped up in themselves that he wanted to take out on this poor young girl. I've been tempted to actually go back and find out if she's okay, but I mean, I don't mean anything to her. I'm not important, but I hope she's okay. I really, really do. So Yeah, I'll take that number 9 and number 10. I'll cut that off and cut that open. So I found that whole thing unsettling. How we can get so absorbed in what we're feeling and what we want. My little garbage bin, meant to be an egg poacher from Kmart, but it's my little garbage bin for dollar painting. That we can get so absorbed and so wrapped up in what we are doing that we don't think about other people and how lucky we are compared to what else is happening in the world. I watch a lot of YouTube. Dr. John Campbell, he's talking about what's happening in Africa. It seems they've got a lot of issues with malaria and cholera. So they don't need the COVID vaccines. They need clean drinking water and malaria vaccinations. So we need to also think about all the basic things, not just COVID. There's still the war in Ukraine. There's still so much going on in the world. People are dying starvation. That really we're better off thinking how lucky we are rather than thinking about what we don't have and how long it takes to do things, because that's nothing compared to what else is going on. I'm sorry if this is triggering for you. I didn't think of putting warnings up or anything. I just dived in and decided just to have a chat. But yeah, so that's my thoughts at the moment. That's my plans. If you have anything in particular you want me to talk about, or if you would like me to do, if you want me to do a cross-stitch video or a colouring video, or if you're happy for me to do just whatever I do, that works for me, just let me know. If you think my perspective is completely wrong, I'm also happy to hear that as well. But I'm going to head off now that I've checked in with you guys. I am going to continue watching various videos on YouTube and just chill for the rest of the evening. It is now, let me have a look, 6:15 at night. Very overcast. We've had some rain today. We're expecting storms. And no driving lessons tonight. It is Thursday. I told them we'd do driving lessons 3 nights a week, so I've cut back for the last 4 to 6 weeks. I've been going out every night to get the hours up, but seeing though we've got a lot done, I said, okay, we're going to go driving lessons on Friday, Saturday and Sunday nights, and other than that, the nights are mine. So driving tomorrow night, and we'll definitely get the hours up. Anyway, I will talk to you next time. I'm going to head off and keep working on this style of painting and watch some more YouTube. And I want you to take care, look after your loved ones, and make sure you do what you enjoy, because that's what keeps us going every day. Nobody can be stressed out all the time. And you will see what I have completed at the end of the month. So take care and bye-bye.